Okay, this is a general reading with my oracle cards for the Pisces for the month of December 2018. Keep in mind, it's a general reading, so it's really not going to fit everybody. It might fit most of you, though, but not everyone. Also, keep in mind, you could be going through different stages in life, so this energy might have applied a few months before, and this energy might... blah, blah, blah. I'm tired and trying to use words, and that's just not working out right now. This energy might apply a few months later on or so forth. Also keep in mind that not like one sign of the zodiac is all positive people, then another one is all negative. Every sign has got negative and positive people in it. I think the general population, though, is positive, but every now and then we fuck up. So the card's energy might be applying to one Pisces differently than it applies to you. So yeah. Okay, also, I'm gonna start drawing nothing but 4 cards when I do my readings, because what I was doing before was honestly sometimes too time consuming. So I'm limiting myself down to only 4 cards I'm gonna be pulling out, mostly because, you know, each month has about 4 weeks, so that's why I'm choosing 4 cards. Alright, the first card, though, is the Prism Wave Self-Sabotage Poverty Consciousness. This just means you could be up here feeling a little down, you know, maybe a little sad, maybe a little pissed off, but it's something of a self-sabotaging behavior or thinking. So this could be, you know, you could be self-sabotaging in your behavior, and you could also do it in your thinking. But the likely is if you're doing it in your actions, then you're definitely doing it up here too, because I mean, what else would cause those actions than your choice in thinking? That doesn't mean you choose to self-sabotage. That just means that you might be feeling down or not so good, and it causes you to self-sabotage. Because nobody deliberately does that. Wait, no, now to think about it. Being somebody who likes studying psychology, there is actually a few people out there that will self-sabotage. Mostly because they fear, that they're not good enough, or they are afraid of something being too good to be true, so they try to push things away because they're too afraid of being too good to be true and actually hurting them. So then again, yeah, I'm wrong. There are some people who deliberately self-sabotage. Not saying you're doing that, though. I'm totally sidetracking here in my ADHD. I'm gonna focus back on this card. Yes. You could be self-sabotaging, and, you know, it could be manifesting physically. And, you know, this doesn't mean that you're a bad person or you need to think badly of yourself. I think everybody has that moment where we are kind of like this little fairy here, kind of curled up in a little ball, and, you know, we're just feeling like I'm a piece of shit. I think every human being does that from time to time at some point. It's a normal thing to do. It's very human. The only thing that you shouldn't do, though, is stay there. You need to get out of that. You know, but I'm not picking up on the card that you're going to stay there. I may be picking up, though, that you're kind of going back to this space over and over. You may want to go seek some help then to try to help you through it. Because maybe you're a little confused right now. You're not really sure what's the right decision for you or what is the right choice to make. I mean, you could be going through an inner conflict that, like, should I leave these people in my life or should I start kicking them out? You know, are these people my friends? Should I not trust them? And that's kind of what I'm picking up on, is that it's confusion. That's what's consciously going on in your mind, is confusion. Like, maybe you want to overly love people to the point that you end up self-sabotaging by allowing people in your life that shouldn't be there, and you're so busy trying to be their comforter and showing that they're loved that you end up not giving enough attention to people who actually do care about you and love you and are wanting to give you this love and attention back, because they can see this in you and they want to help you out of this. But you have to learn to drop the baggage, drop the toxic people, and tell them, you know, I love you. I don't hate you. You're probably going to think this, though, but I need to let you go for my sake. Because I need to get out of this place. I need to start having a healthy mentality of how I'm worthy of this love and comfort. And you need to go learn that not everyone is here to serve you, and you got to give back. You can't just keep taking all the time. Or you need to learn to have some self-love so that you learn to give it to other people instead of taking all the time. So I might be wrong. It could be a different situation or other kind of thoughts you're having, but that's kind of what I'm picking up on. Like, there's this sadness and hurt and confusion, and you don't know what to do because you just want to overly love people, and it's getting to a point where it's taking a toll on you, and there's a lot of people taking advantage of you. Maybe not a lot, but there's a lot of advantage being taken of you. May not be a lot of people, but they are taking big time advantage of you. There are some people out there, though, they want to love you, but you're too distracted trying to love these other people that, you're not getting refueled. And you may have to learn to let go of these people. It does not mean you hate them. And trust me, if they're narcissistic, they know that. They know you don't hate them. But they are going to try to play with your heartstrings. They are going to try to do what they can to keep you there, to keep them fueled. And you need to not let them play with your head. You gotta not let them play with your heart. You're gonna have to stay strong through this, and that can be a hard thing to do. I think every single one of us has been manipulated at some point, and that is the hardest thing to do. To be able to separate from a narcissist and realize we don't owe them. We haven't hurt them. They're taking from us so much that we have nothing left to give. So I know that is a very hard decision to do and actually follow through with it. But if you can do this, you will be a lot happier, trust me. There's a lot of people with personal experience that had to go through this, and I can say they're a lot happier. I can say I'm a lot happier. I can't tell you what to do with whatever situation or thoughts you're having or whatever it is that you're confused about. If what I said doesn't resonate with you, then just kind of toss it out and ignore it. Because it can be different things. You might be confused about changing a job. You might be confused about demanding that you get a raise. It can be different things that maybe you're having an inner conflict with and you don't know what to do. But the one that I was talking about, that one's what I'm picking up strongly. So it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that's going to fit everybody. It just might fit a lot of you out there, or some of you, or someone out there needs to hear it. But for the rest of you that doesn't apply or make sense, then just, use your intuition of what you feel and think, what you're confused about, and maybe you need to work on changing or getting answers to, something to get you out of this place. I'm really thirsty. All right. The Spirit Whisperer, Divine Guidance, Higher Knowing. Now that would tell me that even though you're having self-sabotage, there is a spirit whispering to you with a higher knowing, trying to guide you through this right now and trying to help you out. Because they love you and they want peace in your life. They don't want to see you going through this. Honestly, I think any human being with a good heart, no matter how many times they fuck up, never want to see a person going through this. We want to see people happy. We want to see our friends happy. We want them to see how much worth they are. And this card is saying you got divine guidance right now helping you through. This could be your intuition. It could be a gut feeling. For all I know, it could be this reading right here itself trying to help guide you. The divine is trying to reach out. Now, it says the Spirit Whisperer. So I always think of it as some sort of whisper. Sometimes it's a thought in your head that just pops up. Sometimes it's a gut feeling. Sometimes it's your intuition. Your intuition can be like a whisper because you can't audibly hear it. I guess maybe some can, but me and majority of people, we can't hear it. but we feel it. So it's almost like a little whisper inside your soul that tells you the answer or is giving you guidance where to go and what to do. Now, whatever your divine is, you just believe in that, okay? Because I know some people, they're like, I believe in God, I believe in a goddess, and Jesus, and angels, extraterrestrials, fairy, Buddha, ancestors, so higher self, so whatever it is that you believe is a divine, let that speak to you. I do try to be open to express that, because not everybody's divine is the same divine. I honestly think it's all the same divine. We just gave them all a different nickname. That's how I see it. I'm all like, that energy's out there and we can feel it, but we all gave it our own personal nickname. With whatever religion or spiritual faith we practice. Alright. The Rainbow Prince compensation reference. That just means there will be compensation for your perseverance. Maybe it's a perseverance to get a better job. Maybe it's a perseverance to move somewhere. Maybe it's a perseverance to better yourself. Could be a perseverance starting back with this card to get out of here and listening to that divine guidance. There will be compensation. It will be worth it. Alright. The Wise Woman of Wonderland. Integrity. Compromise. This is the last card. That just means, like, for me, it means that, you could be out of alignment with your integrity, and it's saying to get back in alignment with your integrity. Stop compromising who you are. Now, your integrity can be different from another person's integrity. Like Christians, they like to pray over their food. Well, an atheist, they may just appreciate their food. You know? So those are two different kinds of integrity. I mean, in the sense, they're the same because they're showing appreciation and thanks for what they have. But they're doing it in a different way. So, you know, if you're somebody who likes to pray, you need to stay in alignment with your integrity to pray. And if you're somebody who doesn't believe in prayer, then you need to stay in alignment to remember it is good enough to just say, I like this food and I'm grateful I have it. Yay. You know, you don't have to pray to take acknowledgement that you're thankful for what you have. You know, and sometimes, I'm sure we've all plenty times seen a Christian and an atheist go at it with each other like, prayer's stupid, that doesn't work, or you should pray or you're going to hell. That's each colliding to tell the other that you need to be in alignment with my integrity because yours isn't good enough. And it's not true. Both of theirs is good enough. It personally works for them. And they need to learn to be at peace with each other. So maybe someone's trying to get you to, maybe you're out of an alignment with your integrity and it's time to get back in with your integrity. It also can mean that someone is trying to get you to compromise your integrity. Now, this doesn't mean that this person is out of alignment with integrity. They just might be out of alignment of what your integrity is and they're expecting you to align with theirs. And you need to stand your ground and be like, no. This is me. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. You can do it your way. I'm going to do it mine. You know, and I am open to the fact that they may and may not be a person who has integrity, because I think the general population, there are things we can agree with are in integrity and out of integrity. Like, for the most part, we can agree lying is out of integrity. And for the most part, there are certain lies we can agree with are still within integrity. Like, if you're lying to keep someone safe, or if you're lying to hide somebody from an abuser, you can't exactly say that's out of integrity. But if you're lying to hide secrets, like cheating and stealing, we can mostly agree that is out of integrity. So, you know, I'm not going to say this person is in with integrity or out of integrity. They could be out of integrity, but they also could just have simply a different integrity. So it doesn't mean you have to expect them to follow yours or a different kind of integrity. You may just have to acknowledge you both have different integrities, and you need to stand your ground, though, that you're going to stay within your integrity. They can stay in theirs, but you're going to stay in yours too. So, I hope you enjoy the reading. If not, though, I'm going to still flash the cards as I always do, so you can use your own intuition, what you feel you think it means. So, yeah. Also, another thing I'm going to be doing when I'm doing my readings, I have noticed sometimes my cards come in upside down. And usually I just ignore it and I flip them right side up again and read it from there. But I've kind of been having this feeling like maybe I should start paying attention when they're upside down too. So I'm going to start reading cards if any of them come up upside down as well. And I'm going to use my intuition, what I think it means. I know some people, they go by the book. But cards, you don't have to listen to a book. Honestly, it's what your intuition tells you. And if you want to use the book too, that's fine. I personally, though, just enjoy and find it easier to just use my own intuition of my own symbolism of what I feel these cards mean to me personally. I mean, somebody else could use my cards and they might get a completely different reading from it than what I'm getting, because they have a different idea of the symbols in there than I do. Which is another reason why I always flash the cards at the end of the reading, because your symbols might apply differently than what mine do. So you may have to use your own intuition then to what you feel you think they mean, and you might get a completely different reading than what I gave. But yeah, I'm about out of time, so I better say you have a good morning, a good afternoon, or a good evening, Pisces, and goodbye now. You have a good one.